Hello guys and welcome to this room tour in Center Park, Eifel. We're also gonna take a little tour around the park and see what there is of amenities there. Now we're gonna go to this four persons premium cottage. The green bag outside is the lingerie from the last persons. They will pick that up during the day of your arrival. They could pick it up before, but they don't. You use your bracelet to open the door. When you open the door, please check if any children are following you in. If they are, just close the door. Behind the door is some information what to do in your arrival when you go. Then you have a toilet, a little toilet. There is what you need, a little sink. Please remember that the toilet paper are only one roll. You need to fill it up yourself. In bedroom number one, let's call it children's bedroom, there is two beds. They are single beds, but they are like a double bed. There are some hangers, some cabinets. There are some lamps and a mirror. You can see the living room. We'll go back to that later. We'll open door number 3. And behind door number 3, we have a shower. In this shower, there is no bathroom, and in the bathroom, there are no showers. So you got everything you need in the bathroom. Then we go to let's call it the master bedroom. There is a TV. That's almost the only difference between the two bedrooms. They are still single beds here. There are some cabinets and there are some lamps. And each lamp in both rooms have UPS, so you can charge your phones or whatever you need to be charged. In the kitchen, there is everything you need. There is a oven / micro oven. There's a little fridge and a freezer on top, a little freezer. There's room for some ice creams or whatever, but not a turkey if you want to make turkey. You got some trash bins. There is extra bags under the trash bins. Not under the trash, but under the trash bags. There are some pots and pans, whatever you need. There are some cutlery, whatever you need there. And the glass and some plates, and even for boiled eggs. Then you get a little package. If you get the package where you get if you get the plus package, you get some tabs for the dishwasher, because there is also a dishwasher. You get some things for cleaning and so on. There's a little cupboard there where you have some brooms and stuff. We also have a terrace. Let's go back to that later. And you can see the living room. The living room is a couch. It's a normal couch. It's not a pull-out bed. So there is only 4 beds in this cottage. Also the name, 4 people, premium cottage. Now let's go out to the terrace and see what the terrace is like. There is some sunbeds, there's some chairs and a table, easy access to your cars if you have one of these, but every cottage has easy access to parking. There is a place to dry your clothes. Now let's take a look at the marketplace. The marketplace is where almost every amenity is located. We were located at this cottage we were looking at, where we slept, is located very close to the marketplace. But all cottages are actually relatively close to the markets. It's not one of their biggest. Parcs, but it's a nice park and has everything you need. We were there for a week. Um, you could do it quicker, but we also went out on some trips. It's a old volcanic area, so there's some old volcans, and some geysers, a cold water geyser, one of the only one in Europe. Now this is the Market Dome. Over here by the corner or to the left, there is a little shop where you can buy bread and ice cream and whatever you need for the kitchen. It's a little expensive there, so if you have a car and you can go down to one of the cities nearby, you can buy all the stuff much cheaper. When you come in, you have two restaurants. There's a buffet restaurant here by the left, and by the right there is a more normal sit-down restaurant where you also can get some ice cream during the day and so on. Again, it's not the cheapest prices here, but it's okay. In the marketplace, you also find the reception. When you check in, you'll do it by the parking spot right from your car, but if you need some info or some activities like mini golf or rent some bikes and so on, you can go to the info desk. There's a little lake in the info dome where there's some fish, and there is a little path for the children to go over the fishes. There's also some shops. There's one with some souvenirs and some toys and bathing suit and whatever you forgot, you can almost buy it there. Then we come to the Aquamundo. Aquamundo is the water park. It's not the biggest water park in the world, but it's pretty good, nice, and clean. I think they have made a lot of good features. In what the size is. So try it out. There's an electronic info disc as you just saw to the right. Yeah, let's wave to the fishes, everybody. This was in the middle of the summer holiday in Europe, so there's actually not many people. Over here we have the game room, where there's a lot of games you can try. There is some cranes, so you can win some prizes, and a lot of the machines in here actually gives out tickets where you can redeem those tickets for some prizes. Longer down the hall, there is a little cafe where you can buy burgers, family bar they call it, where you can buy burgers and so on. And it's also here where you find the bowling alley. Now the bowling alley actually is fully automatic, so when you have ordered the bowling time, you just scan your bracelet again, and then your bowling hour will start automatically. Now let's take a walk around the park. There's a lot of different houses, as you see. We lived in a 4-person's house, but there's 6 persons, 8 persons, and so on. A lot of different amenities in the houses. They are all located around the market dome. So there is some of them that have a little longer way to walk than others. Now, all around the grounds, there are table tennis, as you can see. There are some other outside games and activities, volleyball and so on. And we will also probably gonna see some playgrounds. There are a lot of small playgrounds all over the place. They also have a a place, an inside play area for the kids, where there also is a cafe. I didn't get much video from that because there was always full of children, and I'm trying not to get children on the video. My own will be there, but not other people's children. You can also bring your dog. Many cottages you're actually allowed to bring your dog. You need to pay an extra fee. Now, in our cottage, there had been a dog before us, and I don't know what they used the extra fee for, because it was still dog hair all over. So if you're allergic to dogs, I strongly recommend that you make sure that the cottage is clean, or that the cottage never had a dog in it. Now let's enjoy the walk a little, and I will be back later. Now we are taking the little walk paths between the houses, but as you can see down to the left, there are places to park your car relatively close to the cottages, so you don't need to bring all your stuff and walk a long way with it. Over here by the right, we actually have the big green building. That is their maintenance building, but it's also where you find the laundry. So they actually have a coin-operated laundry where you can clean your stuff if you are on a longer trip, or you just have some kind of some trouble, or you need to wash your clothes. There are both washing machines that are coin-operated, and there are also detergent you can buy for coins. So no rush there. You can also you can also rent these golf carts where you can go around the entire property if you are not much for walking, or you have somebody in your party that are not so happy for walking. Now you can see that's one of the playgrounds. There's a lot of swings. You can actually also, I think they're coming here, you can actually rent a cottage with their own playground in their garden. So if you have little children, that will be a party for those guys. Once again, you can see by the right a little playground. And some cottages that have their own garage. So if you don't like to walk anyway with your luggage, you can actually just have your own garage. Then we're nearing up to the zoo area. There's actually a little zoo where they can pet a zoo. I'm calling it zoo, more a farm, where they can pet some farm animals, some goats, some chickens, and some rabbits. And there are some craft that can be done here. You buy some of the crafts, and you can then paint it and so on. They got different craft every day, so check the program for what there is. Now the little tent you see up to the right, that is the let's call it event area, where they have different events. That's where the mascots are entertaining the children. Please remember that's on German, so if you're not very good at German, please do not send your children. And there are also some trampolines up there. You can buy some not normal trampolines, but the kind where you are on a string also. And as you can see to the left, there are some mini golf courses, and there's actually pretty nice mini golf courses. Again, they are not the cheapest mini golf courses, but I think they are okay for what you're gonna get. Now here is the giant parking lot. That's for people not living on site, and where you can charge your car, and I was going there to take my car. This is some of the play area I was talking about before. It's much larger than this. This is just a little part of it. But as I said, there was a lot of children playing around, and I'm trying not to get any children on the camera. Now the little farm, as you can see, some horses, some goats, some chickens. I think there were some rabbits somewhere. And you can go over and pet them if you like. Please remember they are animals, so if they do not wish to be pet, please leave them alone. Well, thank you for watching, and if you liked and enjoyed these kind of videos, please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. If you would like to go to Center Park Eifel, you can find the link to it in the description. Thank you for watching the video from roadtrip.dk, and we will see you out there on the road.